A man, wearing a dapper suit, turns a corner and runs down a dark metal corridor, taking small metal discs out of his pocket and placing them on the walls as he runs. Behind him, from around the corner, came another thing, a silhouette, shrouded in darkness.
You can't catch me! Ha ha!
His escaping self.
Don't let him. Bring him to me.
I'm not that easy to capture, dear sirs. Oh no!
The man turns another corner, and at the end of this corridor, he sees a small blue box. He smiles when he sees it. The doors of this box open.
Aha! There you are, just where I parked you.
Cannot escape easily.
I'm sure you will find that I can.
The creature stopped and raised an arm. It fired a black substance out of its arm, and it hit the wall right where one of the disc objects the man had placed was. The man and the creature knew what was going to happen next.
Retreat! Retreat!
I need to go faster. Faster! Ah!
The device behind him exploded, blowing a hole in the corridor and pushing the man to hit the box. Both the box and the man were forced into space, along with the debris from the corridor. The man held on for dear life as the box descended towards the planet below, Earth.
Oh dear! Now this certainly is a suboptimal situation to be in. No need to get at me, old girl. We've been on many adventures which had worse outcomes than this. Okay, fine. Thank you for setting up the air bubble. Very generous of you. Now, where's that key of mine? Oh, damn, I don't have it on me. Could you maybe let me in? What's wrong, old girl? Let me in. Okay, enough fun and games. Open the door.
Fire when ready.
Now would be a great time to open the doors. Why has she responded? No snarky remarks, no helpful wisdom, not even a yes or no. What's wrong with her? There must be.
4 bright lights streamed past him as he thought, narrowly missing him and the box. The man climbed up the box and looked at its roof. The light on top of the box was dim.
It's certainly not time for a bulb change. That only means... No. Come on, you stupid door!
The door opens, and inside the box is a large room, burning profusely. As the man watched, the room seemed to shrink in size.
No! No. She's tired. My box, my old girl. You!
A large explosion from inside of the box forced the man back and away from the box. He watched as it descended, flames now covering it as it hit Earth's atmosphere. It was now as big inside as it was out. The man went to speak when suddenly the ability to breathe had disappeared. The air bubble had now disappeared from the box. The man got out one of the explosives he had placed around the ships above. He then got out a pen device. A light came out of the pen, and he threw the bomb backwards. It exploded, propelling him forwards towards the box. He reached forwards as he plummeted down to Earth and was able to get into the box, closing the doors. A girl opened the blue door of a house and looked out at the countryside. She looked at the nearby forest. A dog ran outside after her.
I won't be long, Dad.
She closed the door and attached a leash to her dog. They both began to walk, taking in the scenery.
It's so nice here, isn't it pretty? Definitely a lot better than living in those blocks of flats. That made a good choice moving here. It's so... nice. So peaceful. It's a clean slate. A new beginning. Oh, I'm being too poetic here, sorry. What's that noise?
She looked up. Above her was a large ball of fire, heading down towards the forest below. She watched as it fell below the tree line. Suddenly, the ground began to shake as it landed. As the girl looked at the smoke rising, her lead slipped out of her hands, and her dog went darting off towards the forest.
Oh no! Pretty! Pretty! Come here! Come back! Bad dog! Get back here!
She ran into the forest, chasing after her dog. She tried her best to keep up with it, but the dog was much faster than her. It wasn't long before she had lost sight of it. She stopped and looked around, beginning to lose hope.
Pretty? Pretty! Where are you, boy? Come back! Oh my God!
She noticed a large crater behind her. She saw in the center was a small blue box, and sniffing around next to it was her dog. She began to climb down the steep slope to the inside of the crater.
Pretty! What are you doing here? Come on, it could be dangerous. What is this thing you have found then, hey? A blue box, which has the word police in it. Strange. This must have been the thing that caused the crater, but it's made of wood. How would it survive?
She touched it, expecting it to be hot, but it wasn't. She grabbed the handle of the door and pulled on it. A man, face covered in small cuts and wearing a jacket covered in holes, rolled out.
Oh my God! Right, have to check for a pulse. Nothing. Right, so I found some dead guy in the forest. Right, crap. Okay. Right. Where's my phone? Damn, I haven't got it. Okay. What should I do? What do I do?
Could you please keep it down?
You're alive.
You could say that.
Can you move? Are you hurt?
2 questions at once. A bit too much for my little old brain at the moment.
One at a time then. Could you try moving for me?
Sure, let's give it a...
Okay, so you are hurt. Right, I'm just going to get you help.
No. Don't leave me.
But I have to. I need to get you some help.
I don't want to be alone. Not now.
I won't be long. My house is only over there.
Please. You can get help afterwards. Just... not now.
Afterwards? After what?
The man sits up, struggling. He looks around at the area he was in. He smiles.
Where am I?
What?
Where am I? I can tell by the colour of the grass, the look of the trees, this is definitely the UK. Where?
Shropshire.
Ah, Shropshire. Beautiful place. You know, I've always wanted to go on those fantastic walks. See all those amazing views. Yes, granted, not as spectacular as other places around the world, but...
You still can.
I agree, in a sense, yes.
What's your name?
My name? Oh, that's a story and a half. Most just call me the Doctor.
Dr. Wood?
No, I'm the Doctor. The original, you might say.
That doesn't...
Well, what's your name?
Skye.
The man covers his face as he wipes it. Every cut on his face had vanished.
That's a beautiful name.
How did you...
Magic.
Right. If you won't let me leave to help, then you can come with me.
Oh, no. I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't. Ah!
Skye takes the man's hand and puts it over her shoulder. She goes to lift him up. As she does so, she begins to feel a burning sensation on her shoulder. She looks at it and sees the man's hand glow an intense yellow color. She pushes the arm off with pain.
Oh, what the...
The man looked at the glowing hand. Slight sadness filled his eyes as he smiled.
So, this is it. The end of the road.
What?
It's begun.
The man gets up, struggling as he does so. Skye goes to help him, but he leans on the blue box for help instead.
What's happened to you?
A lot. But it would just be easier if I showed you.
What did that mean?
You know, looking back through this life of mine, there's so many magical things I could have shown you. The twin star burst of the Magenta Nebula, the cold cliffs of New Mars, the temples of Don John. I never got around to seeing the first Olympics this time round. But as for them now, I leave the magic to you, Doctor. Oh yes, this one's going to be absolutely brilliant. Bit of a dunce, but brilliant. Skye, look out for them, won't you? Okay, I'm ready. Here we go. Whoa!
The bulb on top of the box begins to shine. A new figure stands there, now facing away from Skye. The suit was back to front. The person notices this and takes off the suit, throwing it to the ground.
No. This can't have happened. Not to me.
What can't?
The new person turns around. They had long, brown, wavy hair, were extremely tall, very young, and looked at Skye with their incredibly dark blue eyes. Looking at her every move, he then runs up to her, grabbing both her shoulders.
Get off me!
Look at me. I've been put on back to front. Back to bloody front. I just... Wait. The voice. What an awful voice. It's so... annoying. Damn it. Can't make epic speeches with a voice like this. No one will take me seriously.
What's happened to you?
What happened to me? How about you? You were so tall. What happened? Was it a glypho? They have a height complex, always taking off with people's legs. There is a way to fix that, you know. All you have to do is...
I have my legs.
Oh yeah. So you do.
What have you done with that man?
What man?
The one who was hurt? The one who made this crater?
Ah, I was wondering who made this mess.
The one who fell out of the sky with that box?
What a random thing to fall from the sky with. Makes me think it's a... Girl, step away from the creature.
What? No, it's my dog.
I guarantee it's a glypho in disguise. Where have you hidden her legs? What have you done with this man who fell from the sky?
The dog cowered. Skye picked it up and backed away.
Keep away from us. I already told you, I have my legs.
Then what's making everything so much shorter? It doesn't make any...
He looked at his own legs, then collapsed to the ground in fear.
Oh my... God! Someone has made my legs longer. I'm not a glypho, am I? Hope not. It must be that glypho in your arms. Give it to me.
No.
She turned and ran away. As she did, the boy looked down at his hands and they began to glow a dull yellow.
What the hell? Please! Stop! Help me! I don't know what's going on. I don't know who I am. What is happening? There's just so many thoughts going on in my head at once. So much information. I have no idea what it is.
What did you do with that man?
What man? I have no idea what you're on about.
Yes, you do. Now, what did you do with...
Skye turned to the boy, now sitting up, looking terrified at his glowing hands.
I don't know why it's happening to me. What's happening? What is it?
I don't...
Please. Help me.
The pair looked to where the noise had come from. It had come from the box, flashing maniacally. Suddenly, it flew into the sky.
What the...
Skye stood there, shocked. She looked up into the sky and watched the box disappear behind the clouds. A second later, Skye's dog jumped out of her arms and went up to the boy. Fruity licked his face.
It's the same guy. But how?
Inside a dark metallic room, a creature, silhouetted, presses the many buttons that had surrounded them on the console. Another creature came in.
Everything seems to be in working order, sir.
Meyer, why are you talking to me? You know only my next in command can talk.
There are circumstances which make it so I have to, Sir Jealous.
In what form has the threat been eradicated?
Not many explosives went off. The ones that did only destroyed a single corridor.
Were there any casualties? We cannot have any casualties.
We had one, which is the reason I am talking to you now.
No, it can't be.
Viscon.
And he was our greatest soldier. We're dropping like calids, Meyer. Dropping like calids.
I had a feeling you wouldn't like the news I came here to give.
In what solar system would I like the news?
Well, sir, I believe the doctor should pay. We should find him. We should torture him. He knows we are a dying race. Yet he does something as catastrophic as this?
What did you have in mind?
Well, Sir Jealous, as your next in command, may I have permission to use the scanning rig?
For what reason?
To find the doctor.
Of course. I still need to reverse all these system errors that annoyance caused. So go right ahead.
So, there are traces of Time Lord energy on the planet below. But although strong, they are scattered.
He changed. So that means he's alive, but hurts.
Yes.
This is incredible. Try and...
So,
What is it now?
a large source of Time Lord energy is detected heading right this way.
It's that TARDIS. It survived. But how?
We saw it blow up.
You told me the doctor was on the planet below.
That's what the scanner said.
You're useless, Meyer. I'm teleporting it up now. Doctor, we have you.
Jealous went up to a large button near the center of the room. They pressed it. Suddenly, a blue beam shot up from the floor. And when it had disappeared, the blue box was standing there, yellow light shining through its window. Jealous went up to the box and tried the door.
The thing is locked.
I have heard that it is impossible to open without a key, sir.
Yes. I've heard much of the same from Slezine that attempted to anger the doctor. Meyer, scan the box. See inside. Well,
One very weak life sign is showing up. The doctor is not inside. Our sister Ray said that the box was alive. There should be 2 life signs, not 1.
and you said there were traces of Time Lord energy on that planet below.
Yes, sir. In the region known as the United Kingdom, son.
That means he's trapped there. Try and find him and teleport him to the ship as soon as you can. He needs to suffer.
Humans use very primitive radio signals to give each other news. We could interfere with that to threaten the doctor into submission. He will show himself to us instead of us having to find him.
I like the sound of that. Get to work with that as soon as you can. Now, tell me, how are the younglings?
Viscon and I last checked in on them 20 hours ago, before the doctor interfered. Some seemed close to the stage of being parasitic.
Well, no error reports have come from the hatchery. This is all going well. With the doctor soon to be out of the way, the TARDIS in our clutches, our race will be reborn, and Earth shall be its new hatchery.
Dad, come on. Come on, this way.
Where are we even going, Skye? We should go back inside. There was literally just an earthquake.
I already told you. We're going to help this person we found.
They reached the crater. Skye and her dog ran down it towards the boy, lying in the middle. Skye's father looked at the edge of the crater in shock.
Should we be here? There could be radiation, anything. It could be government monitored.
Oh, come on.
Skye went back up and grabbed her dad's hand. The pair went down the crater and towards the boy. They stopped in front of the boy, watching as Fruity licked the boy's face.
This is unreal. And who is he?
He said his name was the doctor.
A doctor? At his age? I don't think so. So he caused all this?
I think so. Some blue bugs fell out of the sky with him in it. It disappeared. He changed. Then he ran and got you.
I don't know.
Dad, we're literally standing inside of a giant crater. If you can accept that, then why not the rest of the stuff I've said?
Just seems a bit unbelievable, doesn't it? Something could have happened in that blast that caused you to hallucinate.
What?
All that matters is that you're okay. This boy's still breathing. We can ring an ambulance.
I don't think that's a good idea. Look at him. He looks completely fine.
Why doesn't it sound like a good idea? He fell literally thousands of feet.
He's different. They could do tests on him.
Oh, what are you even on about? Just because he thought you saw him change doesn't make him different. It just means you have to go to hospital with him. You could have radiation poisoning.
No, I don't. It was nothing like...
A cloud of yellow glowing gas rose up from out of the doctor's mouth.
What? What the hell was that?
See? That's proof. He's different.
Well, I don't want that thing in my house.
What the hell is wrong with you? He asked me for help before he collapsed. And you just want to leave him here?
The government will come along soon enough. They'll look after him.
No. They will do tests on him. Cause him pain. He's scared. He has no idea what's going on. Do you really think on top of all that, he will want that too?
Put his jacket over your shoulder and lift his legs for me. We haven't got far to walk.
The doctor woke up. He looked around. He seemed to be in a large, fancy room. He was sitting at one side of a table, which had a golden label saying Agatha Hayes, P.M., placed neatly on it.
Where
Right this way, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
The doctor stood as two people entered the room. One was a woman, wearing quite casual attire. She sat behind the label on the opposite side of the table. The other person was a man, wearing dapper clothes the doctor recognized. He looked down at the clothes he wore. They were a lot more battered and more baggy, but were the same as the ones this man was wearing. Exactly. The doctor recognized this man, who was now looking at all the ornaments placed around the room, but couldn't pinpoint where from.
I must say, your taste in ornaments are dire.
I'm still waiting for that ornament from the Temples of Dojin, was it? The one you promised me last Christmas.
Haven't I given that to you yet? Oh, I already have. Just not quite yet for you. You know, wibbly wobbly.
Yes, I know. Now, could you please have a seat?
Yes, sorry.
What is going on? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
I trust you got our message well.
Like a charm.
The man brought a wallet from his pocket and showed it to the woman. She smiled as he put it back in his pocket. The doctor checked his pocket. He too brought out a wallet with a blank piece of paper in it.
The psychic transmitter you gave us worked perfectly. Good to see it worked.
Now why do you want me here? I told you to only use that under special circumstances.
Yes, there's a ship right above this planet. We suspect it's pointing weapons right at us.
Nothing better than a good old alien invasion. Have you got a sneaky picture to show me?
The woman slid a picture along the table. The man looked at it. The doctor put the wallet back in his pocket and stood over the man to take a look. It was a satellite picture above Earth. A large black and purple cuboid was seen in the distance.
But that's impossible.
What is it?
An Audrine ship? I thought they all died out.
Well, this one obviously hasn't. What are these Audrions?
The sister race of the Slovene Raxacoricophalabotoris in the Raxus Alliance. They have the ability of shooting acid, and the children are all psychically linked to their parents until they're old enough not to need their parent. They also...
Doctor, we need important info, not fun facts. Are they a threat?
No, a passive species.
Okay then, Doctor. Tell me, is this ship pointing weapons at Earth or not?
Yes, it is.
So, can you destroy it for us?
What? Are you crazy? Don't you remember my first rule? Never try to kill anything.
Even if following that rule risked the extinction of the entire human race.
These are intelligent and, as I said, usually passive creatures. Can't I just go up there and talk to them?
I hate to break it to you, but not everything can be solved with words and speeches.
They're in the middle of a war right now. This is probably the last Audrine ship left ever. So how about instead of killing off the species, we tell them that we can help?
In what way would they want help?
Each Audrine ship carries eggs inside of it. If you offer to help them regrow their species, then no one will be hurt. They'll be happy and so will you. They'll even give you something as thanks.
Who are they in this war against? And are they lethal at all?
The Jagrafes. I'd give them a medium to high lethality rating.
And by helping these Audrions, you realise you'll be dragging this planet, humanity, into war with them.
You make a fair point, but play your cards right.
Doctor, no. You are going up there with some explosives supplied by UNIT. You are going to place these explosives around the ship, and you are going to bloody well get out of there while we detonate them from down here. Got it?
I don't have to do anything you say.
No, you don't, unless you want the human race to go extinct.
Come on, Doctor. Isn't the choice obvious? Talk to them. Speak to them. Make them leave humanity alone.
Well, Doctor?
Let me make a compromise. You let me go up there and talk to them. If I see no hope for them, I'll do as you say.
You realise destroying the ship will be a lot harder if they know you're there.
I am not going to be the cause of a perfectly harmless race going extinct. Everyone deserves a chance.
Fine.
He stands, so does the woman. They shake hands.
When I get back, if I do make a good agreement with them, you better give me a nicer desk.
Do you have any questions about this mission?
Yes, I do. Do these bombs have a weird way of activating? I hate to bring it up, but the last weapon you gave me was useless. I couldn't find the on button.
Don't remind me of that. All you have to do to detonate the explosive is ring the unit weaponry department number and request for detonation. You know the number, right?
Of course.
Good. Any other questions? I know you love asking them.
Nope.
Now to show you where the explosives are stored.
You did inform those unit soldiers about my changed look, right?
No. I actually think it's quite amusing that they think you're a girl.
The doctor watches them leave the room. As the door opens, he notices a blue box in the corridor, flashing at him intently. As he stares, the surroundings seem to disappear, just leaving him and the box.
What are you?
He slowly goes up to it, extending a hand. He touches it.
Time is breaking. Time is breaking. A few seconds for you and the Audrians. Months for the Earthlings.
What?
You have anchored the Audrians. They're after you now.
What do you...
I died. I used the energy from you to restore myself.
Energy? What energy?
I left to repair the damage caused to me by the explosion. I was going to the place you programmed me to go in situations like these.
What? Where?
Kilakis.
What are you even on about?
I was in the upper atmosphere. Then they got me. They have me captured.
Who?
The Audience.
What even are you?
Your friend. Your friend that needs saving.
What does that even mean? Hey, come back. Come back.
Reason with the Audience or destroy them.
Hey, don't leave me here. I don't understand what you're saying. Come back, please. Come back.
Skye and her dad were looking at the doctor, now placed on a sofa. Fruity sat nearby, watching him intently.
Well? What now? He could be in a coma for all we know, and we haven't even rang the hospital.
Maybe his kind don't even have comas.
What? Don't tell me you think he's a whole different species.
Have you seen any human that exhales glowing yellow stuff?
But look at him. He's perfectly human. Look, I really think we should... Oh, great, it's messed up again. That's stupid TV. Skye, could you unplug it for me?
Sure.
Skye gets up and walks over to the TV. She unplugs it. It doesn't turn off.
What the?
Peoples of Earth, a ship is right above your planet. A gun more powerful than anything you own. Pointed right at it. But some of you already knew that, didn't you?
No way.
Sir Jealous's proposal to you is this. We will not destroy your planet on one condition. The Doctor comes forward.
But that's him.
It can't be.
Well, he did come from the sky. Maybe he's one of them?
For every vow the Doctor does not come forward, one of Sir Jealous's younglings will be stationed on Earth to grow, to take over.
What the hell's a VAR?
8.5 minutes.
The longer he leaves this, the worse the situation will get. The more the Origins will take over the world.
Ah! Audrins? Where?
Doctor, if you love the human race as much as you say you do, it will be wise to make yourself known. We will teleport you to our ship, and all more younglings will be sent down to terrorize your beloved planet. And for the rest of you, let's hope, for both our sakes, he does that.
Doctor? Maybe you should sit down.
Doctor? Who's the doctor? That's the other guy. I need Agatha Hayes. Yes, her.
The Prime Minister?
Who? No. Where's my coat? What have you done with it? You. I haven't seen you before. Have you stolen it?
It's just hanging over the banister. Over there.
Ah, yes. Now. Where is it? Where is it?
What are you looking for?
That wallet. That piece of paper.
What?
This!
He brought out the wallet he had before. He opened it and looked at its contents.
A blank piece of paper. Nice?
No, it has information on it. Agatha Hayes' number.
No, it doesn't. It's blank.
Yes, it does.
Shut up, both of you. Phone. I need a phone. Girl, where is a phone?
It's Skye.
Skye. That's a lovely name. Now, the phone.
Just over there.
The doctor ran over to the phone and picked it up. He started dialing the number on the wallet.
You know that phone doesn't work, right?
Damn it. I need something. Anything.
The doctor puts down the phone and the wallet and begins emptying out his pockets, the contents of which seem to go on forever. Many sweet packets, pens, pencils, lots of sets of monocles, and lots of strange metal discs. Finally, he brought out a strange pen-looking device.
I know what this is. I know. I just need to...
What did you do to my phone?
Shush! It's ringing.
It's what?
Hello. You're not Agatha?
Skye.
I want Agatha.
I need to talk to you
She's
for a
out?
second.
Okay.
Where? I need to speak with her.
I don't like this man.
I know he's a little eccentric,
Not had the best day.
but he has bumped his head. Of course he's going to be a little strange.
So why didn't we take him to hospital then, huh?
Stop
He
talking
really
so
thinks
fast.
someone
Wait,
who
stop.
has yellow glowing gas coming out of them can be easily diagnosed with something.
Well, No, I want him out of my house as soon as possible. If those things are after him, then we're in danger.
Dad,
The doctor picked through the pile of the stuff from his pocket and brought out a small mint. Other items from his pocket were stuck to it.
Does anyone want a mint?
What?
A mint. Do you want it? Just found it.
no.
No!
Okay, can't let us go to waste.
Why did you eat it?
What, did I do something wrong?
What did they say? On the phone?
Well, I told this Sharon person about everything that happened up till this point. Meeting you in that crater. Hang on. Where are we?
My house? Didn't I carry you back?
Ah, how nice of you. You don't know how uncomfy rocks can be to lie on. Anyway, I told her about my strange glowing hands, about going to sleep and having some strange dream about some doctor person and some Agatha Hayes person talking about the Aldrians we heard on the TV, and about some super strange convo I had with a box. Then she seemed to flip out, talking super quick, saying that she was tracing my number and that a helicopter would be landing here shortly. Quite invasive if you ask me, tracing this number.
How shortly?
Well, Agatha was apparently in this helicopter trying to trace some regeneration energy. Been doing so on and off for months now. They said this helicopter should be here in 5 to 10 minutes, although it was hard to tell because Sharon was talking so fast.
I don't want them here. Can't they?
Suddenly, the whole group saw a large flash of light outside. They all ran up to the window. They saw a blue stream heading straight for a nearby helicopter.
Oh no. Agatha!
Inside a helicopter were two people, Agatha Hayes and her assistant. Her assistant was flying the helicopter, whilst Agatha was holding some sort of strange device, pointing it towards the forest below. They both looked as shocked as each other.
Did you hear that radio signal?
Yes, Mom. Do you think it was the Aldrians?
I am afraid so. And they want the doctor.
So the doctor failed?
Not only that, but they will also want his head.
Well, what do we do then? This crater that we're going to could have been caused by something else. Not necessarily the doctor. It's been 10 months we saw him last. These Aldrians and us have been in a constant stalemate for all this time. It could have just been them finally shooting at us.
That's why we have got the regeneration scanner the doctor gave us. We can use it to check the area for any regeneration energy.
How about if he is not...
Hang on, I'm getting a call. From Sharon. What does she want? I told her to leave me be. Yes, Sharon. Go ahead. Yep. Really? Are you sure? Okay, yes. Thank you, Sharon. I will let you know if it leads us anywhere. Yep. Thanks.
Well?
Good thing I said to bring the regeneration energy scanner. I knew he would be somewhere around here.
What do you mean?
Henry, I'm going to scan the nearby area. If there's any regeneration energy, it should either be coming from the forest up ahead, where the creator is, or elsewhere.
Why?
Sharon said she received a strange call from someone talking about all the flagged things the doctor would talk about. Glowing hands, blue box, Ordrians.
What? Really?
Yes. Now let's hope she is right. Let me just have a check. Strange.
What?
Sharon was right. She traced the caller's number to a house near the crater. That house is full of regeneration energy. The doctor isn't at the crater. We can check it out later. Go towards the house.
Henry turned the helicopter. As he did, the pair got blinded by a bright blue light.
What the hell is that?
Ah, Mom, close your eyes! Close your eyes!
Henry, bring the helicopter down. Slow and steady.
Ah!
Henry? Henry, are you okay?
I am...
Skye, her dad, and the doctor rushed outside to where the helicopter was a few yards away. Henry was climbing out. The Prime Minister did the same. The doctor helped out Agatha, while Skye and her dad helped out Henry, who held his side.
Agatha! I've been meaning to talk to you. It's really important.
What?
Are you okay?
Yes, I don't think anything is broken.
How about you?
I'm not... sure. I think I'm fine.
Well, this helicopter won't be leaving the ground again. It's a miracle you guys survived. But anyway, the important thing is...
What the hell happened?
We were watching out of the window. It was strange.
Some sort of blue light came from the sky and hit your helicopter. Now, I need to tell you...
Must have been the Audrions.
That's what I called you about. Now, can I please talk?
You called? You called Sharon?
Yes!
Is that what it looked like? The thing that hit our helicopter?
Yes. Maybe we should get inside.
Good idea.
They all head inside, leaving the crumpled helicopter and the second stream of light heading towards the ground. Each of them entered the living room. The doctor went up to the window.
I don't understand. They said they'd be doing whatever they're doing every 8.5 minutes.
Sending down their young.
That's it.
Are you okay?
Sorry. Yes, Mom.
Could you stop coughing? It's getting mildly annoying.
Don't be so horrible. He was just in a helicopter crash.
Oh. Isn't that how I'm meant to act in this situation?
No.
So you rang up Sharon?
Yes, I told her everything I experienced. Strange glowing hands, weird talking blue box, a dream I had about a meeting between you and some guy wearing my clothes.
The clothes? You're wearing the exact same clothes as the doctor.
Yes, I know that. Now, the reason I rang up was because I don't really understand this whole situation with these Audrians.
The detected regeneration energy in this area. The same clothes? The blue box?
Yes. He's a doctor.
Where have you been all this time? It's been 10 months! You left us here to fend for ourselves while a massive ship is pointing a gun threatening us for 10 whole months!
I already told you. I'm not some doctor.
Miss, how are you so certain he's the one the Audrians want? Did you see anything strange?
I saw him changing that crate over there. He was with some blue box that flew away after he changed.
The box flew away? Oh, well, that's just great. Our greatest weapon, gone.
I did what? I changed?
Has he lost his memory?
Yeah. He can't seem to remember anything after that yellow light appeared. He also went a bit insane after he changed.
From reports I have read, this is perfectly normal. Very inconvenient at a time like this.
Sorry, I'm really confused.
So am I.
You are the doctor. That man you saw talking to me in your dreams was how you looked before.
How I looked before? What?
You are the doctor.
So, those Audrians want me?
Yes.
I caused them to threaten the Earth.
No, I told you to do that. It's my fault.
Nearby, the Prime Minister saw the pile of the doctor's stuff on the ground. She went up to it and picked out a few of the metal discs.
You still have some of these?
Yeah, they were in my pocket. I was meant to tidy that up, sorry.
No, don't be. Do you know what these are?
I've seen them before. I don't really know what they are, though.
In your dream, I gave you something. Do you remember what that was?
The picture of the ship?
No, something else.
Oh, the explosives!
What?
You had those on you the entire time?
Don't worry. They can't go off until we activate them at unit.
Still, in my house.
Doctor, take these. Put them in your pocket.
Sure.
Agatha gives the doctor the explosives. He goes to put them in his battered pocket, but notices a symbol on it.
Hey, what does this symbol mean?
Well, unit never made these explosives. They come from another company not run by the government, called the Zenova Group. We are still awaiting permission before we can make weapons inside unit itself. It's something I've wanted for years. Right. We need to get back to the government building and plan not only a way to get you up there, but... Are you okay, Henry?
Sorry. Yes. It's just...
Henry, the Prime Minister's assistant, lifts up his shirt. On his side was a black mark. Strange black liquid seemed to be leaking out of it.
I don't know what's happening to me. I don't...
The link with unit is strong.
What's happening? What's happening?
As he coughs, the same black liquid is on his wound, splattered out of his mouth and landed on the sofa nearby. A hole begins to melt through the sofa. Skye picked up the nervous Fruity.
Wow.
Oh my God.
What the hell is happening?
Doctor, you're Sonic.
What?
Help me!
Oh, let me do it.
Agatha searches the doctor's pockets and finds the strange pen-like device. She forces it into the doctor's hand just as more of this black goop got thrown up and burnt through the floor.
Scan him.
Scan him? What do you...
Point it at him and press the flipping button. Well, What does it say?
Circle, more circles, just a bunch of circles.
Stop messing around. Read what it says.
I don't know what it says. It's just a bunch of circles on a display. Wait. Wait. I recognize this. It's some kind of language.
What does it say? Can Henry be helped?
Aha! Every cell in his body is changing. He's changing into a completely new creature.
Everyone who was gathered around the doctor, wanting to read the display, all looked up at Henry. He stood there, leaking this black liquid from every part of his body.
Harold?
It's Henry.
Henry? Are you...
The regeneration energy is strong. The doctor is here. He must suffer!
Henry lunged forward at the doctor. The doctor dodged and everyone ran out of the room. They went to exit the house, but the creature shot this acidic black substance at the door, stopping them.
How will you escape? How will Sir Julius commend me then?
This way.
They all run up the stairs of the house.
Does anyone in this house have a lock?
The bathroom!
My room.
Skye's room it is then. Skye, you lead the way.
The creature chases them through the corridor as Skye shows them all the way to her room. She gets to it and opens the door, letting everyone in before closing it and locking the door.
Phew. Couldn't have ourselves locked in the bathroom now, could we? That just wouldn't seem cool.
So what now? That creature could burn through any second!
Yes. But at least it gives us a bit of time to think.
Did you see how quickly that black stuff burned through my sofa?
Can we save Henry?
This jealous guy. He sent down his young. I think we can see how. Their young seem to take over and change the host, just like a parasite.
Doctor, can we get Henry back?
I don't think so. Think about it. All his DNA has been changed to accommodate this parasite, this child of jealousies. We have no idea how to change his DNA back.
So, how do we get rid of it? We can't kill it. That slime stuff burns everything it touches.
I don't think we can.
Well, what now?
Agatha, who am I? Why do these creatures want me so badly? What did I do to them?
You really don't know, do you?
Did I blow up their ship?
Under my instruction. Yes. You didn't want to, but I more or less forced you into it.
I caused this. All of this.
What was this time-link energy they were talking about?
It's regeneration energy. It streams out of Time Lords, the Doctor's species, when they're dying. It causes you to change, replaces every cell in your body to stop you from dying.
I died?
I saw him change.
Is this regeneration energy? That cold, tingling feeling of death I'm trying to keep inside?
I wouldn't know.
The doctor lifts up his left hand. He looks at it as it begins to glow a dull yellow.
Am I still changing?
Maybe.
And this regeneration energy, that's the thing these Audrians are using to trap me?
Yes.
He closes his fist as he runs up to a nearby window. He opens it and looks out. He sees another light speeding towards Earth in the distance.
Perfect. Roof access.
Doctor, what are you thinking?
Suddenly, a hole appears through the door, leaking the black liquid. Skye's dad leans against the door.
That thing's coming in!
The doctor climbed out. He stood on the roof and looked out, arms outstretched in a T-shape. He looked back at everyone.
Doctor?
I won't be long.
Doctor, don't! Look, we can come up with a better way to do this. Let me just ring up the people at the government building. We can come up with a plan there.
No. I did this. I will fix this.
Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Damn, I must have lost it in the crash. Does anyone have a phone? Quickly.
I do.
Skye ran over to her desk and took her phone off charge. She went to give it to Agatha when suddenly both the doctor's hands began to glow.
Come on then! Here I am. I'm right here for the taking.
Doctor, stop. Think about this.
Someone help me with the blasted door!
Hurry up! Come and get me before these guys take me first.
A light, similar to before, streamed down from the sky. Seeing this, Fruity jumped out of Skye's arms and ran up to the doctor.
Pretty, no.
Skye, still holding her phone, followed Fruity onto the roof, trying to stop Fruity from going into the light. But she was too late. Fruity was in the light, and so was she. All three of them disappeared.
Skye!
been detected. High amounts of time out energy were detected below. I have already teleported them up.
Perfect.
Suddenly, a light burst up from the center of the room. The two Audrians headed over to it. As the light disappeared, 3 figures came into view: the doctor, Skye, and a dog. The dog looked around and cowered in fear. The doctor looked at the Audrians face to face. They were both inky black creatures that resembled giant standing-up frogs, but with an extra eye. They also appeared to have no legs, but instead a sort of wisp, much like you would see in illustrations of ghosts.
It's strange how the teleporter is so accurate, yet 3 life forms managed to make their way through.
Where are we?
I don't know.
You don't know? One of you is bound to know. Which one of you is it? Who is the doctor?
I am. Apparently.
You deserve to suffer for what you did.
What did I do?
You killed one of our own. You destroyed a part of our ship.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
You shall suffer.
Now, Meyer. Let's not get straight into that. I think the doctor and his friend here deserve a better punishment than that, don't you think?
What?
Go down to the hatchery. Bring 11 eggs here.
Why?
8 will be teleported down to Earth. The other 3.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Maya disappears as he leaves the room. Jealous goes up to the group.
So, Doctor, what is your scheme? Bring some friends along to execute some plan and distract me by acting stupid.
No, Look, I don't even know what's going on. People are telling me I changed. I was some other person, and now...
Are you seriously trying to tell me you've lost your memory?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. That, and I want you to stop what you're doing. I saw someone change, die, because of what you'd done.
Oh, they changed right in front of you, did they? What a wonderful sight it must have been.
It was awful. Someone completely innocent suffered.
Quiet!
Jealous pointed his hand at Skye, and black liquid came out of it. She was thrown back against a wall, stuck to it by the black liquid. One of her arms was free, and she was using it to try and take the black liquid off. The dog chased after her, worried for her.
Skye! Please, tell me you haven't hurt her.
Of course not. She is needed. All 3 of you are.
What for?
I like to think that you can always turn a bad situation into one of good. In this case, you are the cause of the bad situation, and in making it good, I am changing you for the better. All of you.
You're going to turn us into one of those things.
You won't be alone. Look out there. Out of that window, on your planet below, all 7.8 billion of them will become like you. Like us.
But I was told you were a passive race. Why would you do this?
You should know, Doctor. We are turning extinct. Only Myra and I remain. And out of the 2 of us, I am the only one suitable to save our race from extinction.
Why?
Why? We got kicked out of our home of Draxacorico Laboratorius because our sister race was plotting against us with the Dragonfest. That is why.
I'm really sorry for that. Really and truly. But please, innocent people don't need to suffer for something that wasn't their fault.
This ship has only been above this petty little planet for barely even a day, and already I'm starting to hate not only the people in it, but how they act. Of course I'm going to want to make them suffer.
But people have said that you have been up here for 10 months, not a single day.
Shut up! Another thing I hate about humans. So stupid. Just like you, Doctor.
I don't understand. You're a passive race.
Why is it that I hate this version of you so much more? Oh, wait. I think I know what it is. At least your previous form didn't lie to my face the entire time I spoke to them. Stop acting like you know a thing. I don't need to give you details on my background because you already know them. What's the reasoning?
Because I truly don't know.
Oh, Doctor. One positive thing I can say about this new you is your form. So much more agile, so much more breakable.
Doctor!
Maya floated back into the room. 11 blue glowing eggs floated around him.
Ah, Meyer. Thank you ever so much. Put 8 of them on the teleportation pad. The others you can just place over there.
Yes, sir.
Maya did what he was asked. Jealous floated over to Skye. He picked up her dog. The dog tried to get away.
Get out of him!
What do you call this beast?
Pretty?
It's a fruity. Are they intelligent?
Let him go.
Are they intelligent?
Listen to Sir Jones.
What do you want to know?
I don't think you are in any position to ask.
No, Meyer. She makes a good point. She has a right to know. She and this fruity are native to the same planet. They do both have high amounts in common, genetically. Meyer, teleport those 8 eggs.
Sir.
We need to know the intelligence because, as you saw, our young take over the bodies of whatever it has been planted inside. The bodies they are in teach the young everything it needs to know before it can fend for itself. If the intelligence of the animal is low,
your young will also have low intelligence.
I am glad you understand.
Jealous turns. He sees the eggs had disappeared from the teleportation platform. Outside, 8 streams of light flew down to Earth.
You see that? Now, our race is 8 members stronger.
You monster.
No. You heard the doctor. We are a passive race.
Why would you do this?
If you were the only human left, would you do anything to bring back your race to its former glory?
I would try. But I would never wipe out an innocent race to do it.
The only choice we have is to kill other races to save our own. If the Jagerfests find us again, we need all the defenses we can get.
If you're in such a hurry, then why not to convert all the humans the 10 months the doctor was gone? Why sit here and wait for 10 months and not convert a thing?
10 months? You've been here for a maximum of 1 day.
Here's something else I don't understand. Why are you pointing a gun down at the Earth? You don't want to destroy your young, do you?
It was used as a veterinary measure.
We hid behind this rock to recharge our engines and as a way to not be noticed from the thousands of Jagerfest fleet coming towards us. There were 4 of our ships going into the battle. Only we survived, a medic ship. We thought we were in a completely different place in the galaxy, hid behind Earth thinking it was some other planet. That's when we got warnings saying you stupid humans were pointing weaponry at us. We had to do the same in defense.
So you can't move and felt threatened by us?
Of course we did. There were only 3 of us left. Now, tell me the intelligence of this fruity.
As Maya, Jealous, and Skye talked, the doctor awoke once more. He held his head in pain and looked around to make sure what he had experienced wasn't a dream. That's when he noticed what he had hit his head on, a blue box, the same as in his dream. Its windows were glowing yellow.
I'm the doctor. I'm the doctor. I am known as the doctor.
And the doctor.
I am the doctor. I am the doctor. I'm the doctor. I am the doctor. I'm the doctor. I'm the doctor. I'm the doctor.
Suddenly, yellow gas seemed to be leaking out of the bottom of its door. He looked at his hand. It too was glowing. He breathed in this gas and smiled.
An animal of low intelligence.
I didn't say that. More like medium intelligence. It can do tricks and stuff.
Tricks?
Enough of this. Shall we begin the procedure?
Procedure?
Oh, it's relatively simple. All we have to do is
teleport eggs inside of the desired body.
Everyone looked at the doctor. He was stumbling around the room, holding on to the console as a way to balance.
You're not going to stop, are you? Mentally, you've gone too far.
Our species needs to be saved.
What did I tell you last time we met? I can help you. Yes, the humans don't want to help since they don't want to be involved in some petty war. Makes sense. They don't have the technology. But me? I have so many connections with so many different races. I can not only bring back your race, but scare the Jagerfest away and punish your sister race for ever defying you.
Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I? You're usually a passive race. Your race has helped so many in the galaxy. You have reversed many of the Raxacorico-Phalapatorian's stupid mistakes, and you do that all without asking for thanks. You're definitely one of my favourite species in the galaxy.
How can we trust the help of someone who killed one of our own? Who destroyed our sheep?
Because I can do so much worse. And you know that. You need someone like that on your side.
So jealous.
Will you save those on Earth who have already been taken over by our young?
If you mean save as in turn them back human, then no. You will be doing that. You have a psychic bond with your children, don't you? That is, until they're old enough to not need the bodies which they take over, and psychic bond with your mind. If you mean bring them back to his ship to grow into your race, then, again, no. They are human. They are not yours.
Jealous lifted up his hand, and the black substance shot out of his hand once more. The doctor, who was still leaning on the console and walking around the room, flung back and was stuck to the wall like Skye.
Meyer, place the eggs on the teleporter and set it up.
Sir!
Doctor, do you really think that I would jeopardize what we have done so far for pity?
I was right. You've gone too far.
Our race shall be saved. Words don't save the world this time.
No, they don't.
Skye noticed the doctor staring at her. Maya had placed the eggs on the teleporter.
You know, I would really like to phone a friend on this one.
What are you on about?
Oh, you know, it'd be a good call to have someone to help.
The doctor was staring at Skye's unfree hand. In it was her phone. She grabbed it with her other hand.
Sir, the eggs are ready.
Good. Now then, Doctor. I trust you know how this procedure goes. You did see someone get taken over by our young anyway.
If you think that will happen to either Skye or I, then you are majorly mistaken.
And why is that?
You know, because of the 728 hashtag 727.
What?
Because of the 728 hashtag 727. Oh, and put it on speaker.
Skye typed that into her phone. It began to ring as she put it on speaker.
What does that mean?
Do you know something? I was limping earlier, wasn't I? Funnily enough, I wasn't in pain. Why do you think that is?
Because you are an idiot.
Look, in my left hand.
He did as the doctor said. In his hand were 4 metal discs.
I did have a lot more. Unfortunately, that's all I have left.
Meyer, check under the console.
Sir!
Maya did as he said. Underneath the control panel were many of these discs, flashing maniacally.
Get them off, you idiots!
Right! They aren't coming off!
Well, of course they won't. They wouldn't be very good bombs then, would they?
You have reached the weaponry department of the Unified Intelligence Task Force. How may I help?
Right on cue.
What is this?
Hello, I'm the doctor. Activate your bombs to detonate in 2 minutes' time.
What?
Are you sure?
Yep.
2 minutes till detonation.
No!
Maya quickly floated over to Skye and took the phone off of her, smashing it.
Oh dear. Now we can't even call back and cancel it.
Meyer, you idiot!
The only way I can see of fixing the issue is getting Skye and I out to deactivate the bombs ourselves.
Yes, please. Please.
Jealous looked at the bombs under the table, now flashing intensely. He then looked at the doctor. He pressed his hand on the black slime. It retracted back into Jealous. The doctor was free.
And Skye.
Do the job first.
I won't do a thing if you don't get Skye out.
Jealous nodded at Maya, and Maya did the same to Skye. The dog jumped out of Jealous's arms and ran up to Skye.
Do it now!
First, break your link with every young Aldrian on Earth.
What? No!
I can help you.
Just deactivate the explosives.
Not until you do as I ask. You see, my Sonic, it has the ability to deactivate every single one of these explosives in one go. It does also have another ability.
Which is?
Speed it up.
Don't you dare!
30 seconds till detonation.
Doctor.
Jealous floated quickly up to the doctor and broke the sonic he held.
Well, that was a dumb thing to do.
Stop the explosives.
What says I can now that you broke my Sonic?
I know you, Doctor.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, I won't do anything unless you break your psychic link with every single one of your parasites.
Please, Doctor. I don't want to die.
Listen to your friend.
Not until the link is broken.
Never.
You are making a really bad mistake.
I'll be responsible for reversing our race. Meyer, help me take these off.
Sir!
Skye, grab an egg.
What?
Do it!
As Jealous and Maya desperately try to pull the explosives, Skye and the doctor pick up an egg each. The doctor pulls Skye towards the blue box in the corner of the room.
What are we going to do? How the hell do we get out of this?
Well, there are a couple of ways I can think of. Old girl, you okay? Open the door for me, please.
The TARDIS door opened, and from it streamed out a large cloud of regeneration energy.
What the?
Jealous and Maya noticed what was happening.
Doctor, you won't escape us.
Come with us then.
Never.
Sir?
Keep trying, Meyer. Doctor, I hope you know that you have destroyed the potential for the Ordrian race to be reborn.
I wouldn't say that. Skye, in the box.
What?
In!
Fruity ran into the TARDIS as the doctor pushed Skye into the box. Just then, Jealous had pulled an explosive off the console, and as the doctor turned to close the door, he could see the explosive being thrown at the TARDIS. It hit the TARDIS door and fell to the floor.
Sir, we have the potential to survive. You have killed us all.
Doctor, you have forced the destruction of our race. If the Ordinals ever come back, if they ever come across you again, you will be destroyed.
Back in Skye's room, Skye's dad and the Prime Minister were desperately trying to hold the door closed. Suddenly, it crashed open. The pair got flung back. They both lay on the floor, utterly helpless as the Odrian came in. It didn't look like Henry anymore. All the skin had been eroded away, looking zombie-like.
No! Please!
This is it. This is where we...
All humans shall be wiped out. They shall be.
The Odrian stopped. It looked at the pair as if to say, uh-oh, then held its head in pain.
Julius? Julius, no! Where is your link? I cannot grow. Can I survive without it? Where is it?
Skye's father and Agatha looked out of the window. In the sky, they saw a large explosion. The Odrian behind them collapsed, growing weak as time went on.
Julius.
He did it! He killed the threat!
Skye! No! Skye!
He sacrificed himself. She sacrificed herself.
She's gone.
I'm sorry. So sorry. But she did the world, no, the human race, incredibly proud. She... Hang on, what's that?
Agatha had noticed something that had come out of the explosion. A small blue box, flying away in the sky. Agatha smiled.
No, I think she's quite all right.
How can you say that?
I just can. I just can.
Inside the TARDIS, the Doctor and Skye were looking around with amazement. The console was a nice shade of green and had a brown base. In the center of this was a tall glass pillar full of water, creating a whirlpool as the TARDIS flew. A blue light in the center of this flashed on and off. The ceiling was a nice aqua blue and had a low polycount texture. The walls were black. They looked like they were showing a view of the night sky. On four sides of the circular room were strange pillars. They were gray and had a blue light running up the center of them. The Doctor placed the egg he was holding onto a comfy chair. As he pulled levers and pressed buttons, Fruity ran down the stairs of the console platform and out of sight.
Absolutely brilliant.
How is it?
Yes.
So ugly?
What?
I'm joking. It's huge. But it's so small on the outside. It was so much smaller before.
She was smaller before because she had died. When I regenerated, it gave her the little jolt she needed to come back to life. Now, I could explain the science behind the whole bigger on the inside thing, but honestly, I'd rather just look at how beautiful this place is. She has really done a good job.
She?
The TARDIS! This ship is the TARDIS. Say hello, old girl.
Hang on. Did that thing just...
Yep, it replied.
So, are we traveling right now, going back to Earth?
No, of course not. While it's on my mind, I need to take these eggs to the Toro Universal Hospital. It is the best hospital in the universe. Well, it will be in the very distant future.
What does that... Hang on. We're going light years away from Earth, years into the future?
You're getting it. The TARDIS. It stands for time and relative dimensions in space. Or in style.
This is crazy. Where are you going?
Outside? You know we're landing, right? I need to bring these eggs to the hospital for them to be brought up. Maybe even cloned if we're lucky. I'm not letting a species go extinct that easily. You coming?
Just a second.
Okay, just don't keep me waiting. I do need the other egg.
Right.
The doctor left the TARDIS, having picked up the egg again and carried it out. Skye looked outside, knowing that when she stepped out, she would not only be years into the future, but light years away from home. Suddenly, the doctor came back, hands-free now. He took the egg from Skye and grabbed her hand.
What are you?
First time stepping out of those doors can be a bit intimidating, I get it. You could be anywhere, but trust me, it's not that bad.
Okay.
We'll just take it nice and slow, one step at a time.
I like the sound of that.
The pair slowly walked out into a large white lobby room full of people and strange other creatures. Skye looked at these strange creatures.
Hey, don't stare. You wouldn't like it if you're being stared at.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I'm going to take this egg over to the reception desk. Why don't you ever look out of that window? The view is amazing.
Sure.
As the doctor walked over to the reception desk and talked to the person behind it, Skye slowly walked up to the window, cautious of what she might see. She stopped in front of the window and stared out.
I have no idea what you're saying, but it's probably something about how beautiful this view is. And I would have to agree.
Filling almost half of the view of the window was a planet, much like Earth, except with a more of a purple hue. On the right side of where Skye was looking was a rainbow cloud, a nebula. As well as this, littered throughout the green surroundings were beautiful stars.
The nebula over there is called Ravia 7.
Who said that?
She turned and came face to face with the doctor, standing right behind her. She stepped back.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Did someone say something to you?
I thought Doesn't matter.
Okay. Do you like the view?
It's beautiful.
I thought you would like it. I'm yet to find someone who doesn't. You have aphantasia, don't you?
How did you know?
The doctor got out his wallet and showed it to Skye. Skye could see a blank piece of paper inside.
What does the paper say?
Nothing.
It shouldn't do. Not unless you've been trained.
What does that mean?
See, this is psychic paper. I use this what people expect to see on it to produce images. I usually use it to get into places I don't have access to, like a fake ID. It's why earlier I could see the phone number of Agatha Hayes. It was what my mind was expecting to see, having not known what this paper was.
But I couldn't see it.
No. I know a place. A planet. It's called the Planet of Imagination by some, but its proper name is Fabish.
Fabish?
There's a creature there. It copies people's dreams and turns them into reality. But if you eat the bulb thing on its head, a delicacy among the universe, it allows you to have a strong imagination for a random period of time.
Oh.
So, you want to go?
What? Now?
Yeah. There's so many places in the universe I want to show you. So many things I bet you would love to see. I saw how your eyes lit up when you saw this view. When you saw that audium for the first time.
I don't.
What?
Look, today was great. I really loved it. It was exciting. It was adventurous. It was different. But...
It was too much?
Yes.
So, you don't want to travel with me?
You acted crazy on that ship. You could have blown both of us up. We could both be dead by those Audrians now.
The point is we weren't. We survived. Don't you get a thrill from that? A thrill that makes you want to do more? So, I'll ask again. Do you want to travel with me? Or not?
I'm not sure.
Well, which is it? I've been travelling utterly alone for most of my time as my 14th incarnation, and I really don't want to be messed around.
14th? Incarnation?
The guy you saw before who changed into me. Anyway, that doesn't matter. The fact is, either you want to travel with me, or you don't. Which is it?
I don't know, okay? I have no clue. It's something you have brought on me all of a sudden. How would you feel if some random person from space came up to you offering to travel throughout time and space?
I would feel privileged. I would want to travel with them.
No, you wouldn't. You would feel absolutely and totally overwhelmed. Okay, how about this? You drop me back home. I have a thing and you come back in, let's say, 2 months. That should be easy enough with a time machine, right? It will be a couple of seconds for you.
Alright. That's totally fine. I can agree to that.
Good. I'm glad. Because my answer definitely isn't a no. It's just not a yes either.
You see that beautiful nebula over there? It's called...
Ravia 7.
Yes. How did you...
That's what I thought that person said to me. Oh, it's probably nothing. Probably me going insane.
Insane? Yeah. So, remind me. The time we have to land in is the 7th of September 2020.
What? No.
No?
I found you on the 6th of July 2021.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes.
So am I. So either one of us is wrong, or something is happening with time. I mean, the Audians did say they thought they'd been in space for a single day, whilst everyone else said it had been 10 months.
Maybe since they are aliens, they perceive time differently.
Good guess, but I doubt that severely. When I get in the TARDIS, I need to write this down on the whiteboard. Something just isn't...
You okay?
Yeah. You just head into the TARDIS. I'll be in soon.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Everything is great. Now, go inside the TARDIS. Maybe see if you can figure out what's going on with time. Oh, maybe try and figure out how the interior can possibly be bigger than the exterior.
Okay.
I thought you wouldn't make it.
I always arrive for the important moments.
You call this an important moment? It's more like passing on the baton.
I'd call that a pretty important moment, wouldn't you?
The doctor turns to see his previous incarnation standing next to him, smiling, staring out of the window. The incarnation looks at him.
You did something I couldn't do. You saved the world.
Oh, come on. Think about the amount of times you saved it.
But you saved it when I wasn't able to.
Not in the best way, granted. I didn't want to blow up their ship.
That's what being the Doctor is all about. Making hard decisions.
What do I sign myself up for?
I think after all you did today, you definitely deserve a new change of clothes.
Yes, you're right. Movement isn't the easiest in these, and that's not only because getting used to controls of this new body is a nightmare.
I can only imagine.
Looking back, Doctor, you did a really good job.
You think?
Of course.
I have to admit, I did pretty well, didn't I?
Definitely.
Now you need to leave the same legacy. Don't be upset just because Skye doesn't want to travel with you. I'm sure the next companion is right around the corner.
You think?
I know. Now, pick yourself back up, walk into the TARDIS, and have fun.
You make it sound easy.
Because it is. The only one preventing the fun is yourself, my dear friend.
Thank you. You know, I wish I could hug you.
You a hugger?
Yep.
That's something from me that's passed on to you.
And your madness.
Now get in that TARDIS and go. She and the adventures she beholds are waiting for you.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
The doctor walks away from his 14th incarnation, his previous self still looking out of the window.
Oh, and Doctor?
The doctor stopped but did not look back. 14 kept looking out of the window.
Make this part of your life a whopper, eh?
The doctor smiled and continued to walk. He got into the TARDIS when suddenly he looked back to where his 14th incarnation was. 14 was gone. The doctor's smile grew as he closed the door, and the TARDIS took off. The TARDIS landed outside the forest. In the distance was Skye's house. Skye got out. The doctor did the same, leaning on the door as he talked.
Wrong. Totally wrong.
How can that be wrong? The doorframe has to be some sort of portal. That room has to be in a different place in the universe.
What sense would that make? People could just find out where my interior is in the universe and enter it whenever they want. No. Think more about dimensions. Dimensions other than the 3D universe we're used to.
What?
Oh, I almost forgot. 1 second.
The doctor ran back into the TARDIS and came back out holding 2 items. Something that looked like a blob of jelly, and the other was a key. He handed Skye the key.
This is the key to the TARDIS. If anything happens any time between now and 2 months' time, talk to the key about needing my help. The TARDIS will be here.
And this?
That's the bulb with the creature on for Biche. Eat it.
What?
Go on. Well?
Nothing.
Huh. Maybe it'll kick in later.
Well, I better be off. I need to see if everything's okay.
Well, that Henry person will be dead. You don't have to worry about him. The psychic link was forcibly lost. If it was lost at Jealous's will, then there may have been a chance of saving him and all the others that got infected. Sometimes decisions anyone makes don't make any sense.
Thank you, Doctor, for everything today.
No. Thank you. Many people in your situation would have run off after seeing someone in a massive crater, let alone watching them change right in front of your eyes.
I don't mind all that. It was fun.
Yes, it was fun, wasn't it? Now then, I have to get going.
To the future?
2 months' time, just like we planned.
See you then.
She turns and begins to walk towards her house. The doctor smiles before getting into the TARDIS.
Wait. Fruity? I forget Fruity.
Skye turns and watches as the TARDIS fades. As it does, an image begins to form in her head. There, in front of her, the nebula, Ravius 7, as well as the soft glowing effect that the doctor produced when he regenerated. She watched this projection and never wanted it to end. Unfortunately, it did. She turned back once more, smiling. When she saw the door of her house, her smile disappeared.
I left Fruity in that box. I forgot him. That's going to kill me.